Unit 100. Unit 111. Revision. Listening. We have a text. Garlic. Garlic is a member of the lily family. We can always recognize its specific order and taste. It has been used throughout recorded history because it was considered to have beneficial properties. The earliest known record of its use is in Sanskrit records from 3000 BC. It was used as a medicine in ancient Egypt. It was used to cure 22 different complaints. It was also given as food to the slaves who were building the pyramids because the Egyptians believed that it would keep them healthy and stronger and they could continue to work harder. The ancient Greeks and Romans found even more uses for garlic than the Egyptians had. They used it to cure illnesses and they believed that garlic had magical powers to ward off evil spells and curses. They believed that it made soldiers more courageous. Even Greek Olympic athletes chewed it. Some seafaring cultures have also used garlic because they thought it was beneficial in helping sailors to endure long voyages. Homer used it on its Odysseys. The Vikings always carried garlic on their long voyages in the northern seas. Marco Polo carried garlic on his voyages to the Orient. At the beginning of the 20th century, people believed that garlic could fight infections. It was applied to soldiers' wounds in the First World War to stop infection and to prevent gangrene. Nowadays, garlic is much valued as a phytotherapeutic crop. Crushed raw garlic is strongly antibiotic. It is a favorite flavor or dressing in Lebanese, Chinese, Vietnamese, and Cambodian cuisines. Added to any dish anywhere in the world, garlic turns it into a culinary adventure. Okay, our text is really great, and my question is, what did you understand? What is the main idea of the text? Okay, it's about garlic, yes? So, firstly, we can easily recognize its odor and taste. Okay, what else? Even in the past, it was used as a medicine, okay, and to cure different complaints. Okay, so the ancient Greeks and Romans and the Egyptians, okay, used it. They found many uses for garlic. What else can we say? So in the past, well, some people believed that it made soldiers more courageous. Okay? It was thought to be, okay, something that can make soldiers really brave. Okay? What else can we say? They say something about Marco Polo and Homer. Okay? Homer used it on his Odysseys. Marco Polo carried garlic on his voyages to the Orient. Okay? At the beginning of the 20th century, okay, people believed that garlic could fight infections. Yes, it was applied to soldiers' wounds. What else? Okay, nowadays, well, it is largely used again. It is a valued crop. Crushed raw garlic is antibiotic, is strongly antibiotic. Yes? and its flavor, okay, is well known, okay, in Lebanese, Chinese, and Vietnamese cuisines. Added to any dish, anywhere, it turns it into a culinary adventure. Така, нашия текст е наистина страхотен. Нека да се опитаме и да погледнем изразите, които имаме в the passive voice. Okay? So, it has been used throughout recorded history. Okay? It has been used. Okay, we look here. So this is the passive structure. Okay? It was considered to have. Okay? It was considered to have. Така, обърнете внимание, доста често ще имаме такива структури, които ще учим специално. Тоест една пасивна структура с инфинитив след това. It was considered to have. Считаше се да има. Okay? Той се считаше да има. Okay. So the earliest known records of its use is in Sanskrit records from 3000 BC. It was used. Okay, here once again we have the passive voice. It was used as, беше използван като. Yes. It was used to. Okay, it was used to cure. Беше използван да лекува. Yes. Complaints, оплаквания. Okay, here. 22 different complaints. Okay. The next one. It was also given. Once again, passive voice. Беше също даван. As food to slaves who were building the pyramids because the Egyptians believed that it would keep them healthy and stronger and they could continue to work harder. Okay. So, let's move on. They used it to cure illnesses and they believed garlic had magical powers to ward off, a nice word to know. Да предпазвам. Okay? Да предпазвам от. They believed that it made soldiers more courageous. Even Greek Olympic athletes chewed it. To chew, дъвча. Some seafaring, морски. Okay, some seafaring cultures have also used garlic because they thought it was beneficial in helping sailors to endure, да понасям, да изтърпявам. Long voyages. Okay. What else can we have here in the passive? Okay, so it was applied. Okay, this is a passive structure. It was applied to soldiers. To apply, прилагам. It was applied to soldiers' wounds. Прилагам на. To apply to. It is very important to remember verbs and the prepositions that they go with. Важно е да помним глаголи и предлози заедно. Okay. To stop infection and to prevent gangrene. So, it is a favorite flavor or dressing in Lebanese, Chinese, Vietnamese, and Cambodian cuisines. Added to any dish in the world, it turns it into a culinary adventure. Okay, well, that's it. Let's have a look at the answers and the structures in the passive voice once again. Okay, here they are. Has been used, was considered, was used, was also given, was applied, is much valued. Okay, so garlic is much valued. Well, okay, so we have a few questions on the text. Имаме някои въпроси свързани с текста. Идеята е веднъж да покажем, че сме разбрали контекста на това, което имаме. Втори път, това упражнение е изключително полезно да се постараем и да запомним фрази и изрази. Okay, number one. Which family is garlic a member of? Okay. Which family is garlic a member of? Okay, do you remember? It is a member of the little family. F. Okay. What about number 2? When is the first record of its use dated? Well, the answer was 300 BC, before Christ. Yes. На български бихме казали преди новата ера. Before Christ. Okay. Или преди Христа. So, the answer is C. What did the ancient Egyptians believe? Okay. Garlic would keep the slaves healthy and stronger. Well, definitely this is our answer. D. Question number 3. The answer is D. Okay. Number 4. How did the ancient Greeks and Romans use garlic? They used it to cure illnesses. Well, I think B sounds great. Number 5. Where did the Vikings carry it? Well, definitely we talk about the Vikings and the northern seas. Okay, on their long voyages in the northern seas. H. Question number 5, the answer is H. What about number 6? Who carried garlic on his voyages to the Orient? Okay. Marco Polo. Yes, G. What about 7? How did they use it to prevent gangrene? Okay. It was applied to soldiers' wound. Беше прилаган на раните на войниците. Иска ми се да помним изрази. To apply to. Прилагам на. Soldiers' wounds. Раните на войниците. Wound. Рана. E. Okay, here E is the answer. Okay. 8. What is considered to be strongly antibiotic? Okay, and we have A. So, crushed raw garlic is considered to be strongly antibiotic. Now, let's go on. And here we have some words from our text. Odor, aromat. Beneficial, полезен. Property, качество. Record, okay. Record, записвам, запис. Също в нашия контекст смисълът е малко по-различен, т.е. неща, които са записани в миналото. Okay. Ancient, древен. Cure, както глагол, така и съществително име, лекувам, лек. Complaint, оплакване. To complain is the verb. Okay. To complain someone about something. Okay. Or to complain to somebody. Slave, роб. To ward off, пазя, предпазвам. От. Okay. Защитавам също така. Spell, магия. Okay. Curse, проклятие. Courageous, храбър. To chew, дъвча. Sailor, моряк. Okay, let's move on. So we look here. To endure. Да понасям, да изтърпя. Okay. Voyage. Okay. Пътуване по вода. Voyage. To apply. Прилагам. Много важно to apply something to в този смисъл. Okay. Wound. Рана. To prevent. Предпазвам. Попречвам. Nowadays. В наши дни. To value. Ценя. Стойност. Value като съществително име вече. Кроп. Култура. Посев. В този смисъл. To crush. Смачквам. Пресовам. Okay. And we have flavor. Аромат. Cuisine. Кухня като кулинарно изкуство. Adventure. Приключение. Well, we have our exercise there. We have to fill in the gaps and we have to use words and phrases from the text. Okay, number one. Така, трябва да използваме думи от текста да попълниме така това, което имаме. In Bulgaria, the cookery are believed to evil spirits. To ward off. Okay. I hope, number two, there will be against AIDS and cancer in the 21st century. I hope there will be what? What can we say? Okay, there will be cure against AIDS and cancer. Okay. Number three, the best way to flu is to wash hands as often as possible. Well, the best way to prevent flu is to wash hands as often as possible. Number four, do you like what? Chewing gum. Chew, дъвча. Do you like chewing gum? Харесвате ли да дъвчете дъвка? Okay. Do you like chewing gum? Number five. His was so infected that he had to take antibiotics. Okay, what can we say there? His wound. Yes, his wound was so infected that he had to take antibiotics. Okay, wound. Rana. Number six. We must learn to what we have now. Okay, what can we say? We must learn to value. Трябва да се научим да ценим. Nice words. What we have now. Number seven. Have you ever tasted Indonesian what? What can we say? Okay. Have you ever tasted Indonesian cuisine? Number eight. They couldn't the movements of the ship and was seasick all the time. To endure. They couldn't endure. Okay, не можеха да понесат. Okay. Endure. Да понасям, да изтърпя. Number 9. Chemistry studies the chemical of elements. Okay, what can we say there? Okay. Properties. Chemistry studies the chemical properties of elements. Химичните свойства, качества в този контекст. Number 10. She has had that awful stomach for quite a long time. What can we say there? Okay. We can say many things, but from our text, complaint. Stomach complaint, стомашно оплакване. Well, that's it. Well, this is our next exercise. We have some questions and we have to answer. Okay, we can answer the way we want. So, the first one, do you like garlic and why? Имаме въпроси, на които така ще се опитаме да отговорим. Опитайте се също вие да изразите себе си по някакъв начин, т.е. това, което мислите. Do you like garlic? Well, yes I do. It gives what? A specific odor, and it has a strong flavor, distinctive flavor, which makes a dish really unique. Okay. What about number 2? What spices do you like? Don't you like? Describe the taste, aroma, qualities. Okay. Wow. Black pepper. Definitely. I like black pepper, yes. Once again, it has a distinctive taste. Okay, I cannot say that it has a really strong smell or something. Yes, it has a smell, but it's not that strong really. This is what I think, but okay, it gives a specific taste to the dish, really, and I like it. Okay, number 3, what do you know about the properties of garlic? Well, I know that it's beneficial. I know that I think it has vitamin C. What else? Okay. I know that it's really good to eat it from time to time. Okay. So, number 4. Have there been any beliefs about garlic in your country? Well, generally, I think we all know some things like garlic. What can we say? We have watched films. Yes, we have seen quite a lot of things like this, but generally, I would say, okay, it can protect you from vampires. This is what I know. I don't know for sure, really, but this is what they say there. Yes. Okay, and let's have number 5. What do you know about AIDS and cancer? Well, really dangerous diseases. Okay. So, what else can I say? And number 6, do you think there will be a medicine, okay, vaccination, okay, or medical vaccination against them in the 21st century? Well, I hope so. Okay, I think that the scientists are working hard really on this, and I hope soon we'll have a medicine. Okay. So number 7, do you think more money must be invested in medicine, in medical research, okay, that done in other scientists, done in other sciences, space travel, weapons engineering? Well, medicine is related to our health. This is something that is really important. So, if I have to compare, well, I would say yes. It's a good thing to invest more money in medicine. Okay. Number 8, is there a way to prevent these dangerous diseases? Do people know enough about them? Well, there is always a way to prevent, but okay, there is a way to prevent those diseases, but you know, sometimes things just happen, and what we have to know that okay, we have to lead a life which is a kind of safe. Yes. And if we look at number 9, what should we teach children about these diseases? Once again, well, things are quite related to the things that we said above. Okay, and generally, the more information we have, the better it is. Just because this is how we can prevent those diseases. Okay, so I think children should know about them. Okay, and number 10, do you believe surgeons in the future will be able to replace some parts of our body with cloned parts? Well, maybe yes. I don't know really, but maybe yes. Okay, I think that, well, a lot of research is being done, and I think that it can help, well, the medicine in the future. Well, that's it.